The NHL finished handing out their 2022 regular season awards this week with a return to their normal in-person award show. Some of the league's best players took home big-time hardware. We're going to give a recap of the award winners, so let's go. Hey everybody, so the NHL finished handing out all of the regular season awards this week. Some of the awards had been announced earlier in the playoffs, but a lot of the big major ones were handed out the other night. And now with all the awards out, I think it's time to do a recap, take a look at all the winners, and just kind of talk about who was able to take home some hardware. So let's get into it here. Starting with the Hart Trophy, a Sportsnet article up with all of the winners listed. Austin Matthews wins the MVP, which is the Hart Trophy is the MVP award. And obviously, this did not really come as a surprise. Matthews was who I thought was going to win it, and he certainly would have gotten my vote. First 60-goal season in the NHL in a decade. Toronto was one of the best teams in the league this year, largely because of Austin Matthews in the season that he had. So no real surprise there with Matthews winning MVP. The voting was very much in favor of Matthews here. He got 119 first place votes. The next closest player for first place votes was Connor McDavid with 29. So Matthews dominated first place votes and won the award by a pretty good margin here. And again, no surprise to me. First 60-goal season in a decade. Figured he was going to get it. Norris Trophy. This was the tightest race of all the major awards. Norris Trophy goes to Cale Makar, who just edged out Roman Josi. And if you look at this voting here, this was extremely, extremely tight. 1,631 points for Makar, 1,606 for Josi. Josi actually got more first place votes than Makar, but Makar had way more second place votes and also almost as many first place votes. Almost everybody except for 5 voters had Makar in their top 2, whereas for Josi they had 20 voters had him either in 3rd or in 4th, so he ended up falling up a little bit short despite having more first place votes. And Makar ends up winning the award. So very tight race there. I mean, to me, there would have been any complaints from me no matter which one of those two won it. I think it was very obvious that it was either Cale Makar or Roman Josi. I personally thought Makar would have gotten it, and I would have voted for Makar. Josi had insane offensive numbers, but I think all around game-wise, Makar was a little bit better. And I, at this point, think Cale Makar is the best defenseman in the NHL. So I definitely would have gone with Makar myself, and he just edged it out to get the win. Ted Lindsay Award, another kind of, best player in the league, and that also went to Austin Matthews as he edged out Roman Josi and Connor McDavid. I'm a little surprised that he beat McDavid in this one because I think McDavid is still kind of looked at as that top guy, the most outstanding player. I feel like a lot of people still, despite, the changes year to year on how different guys play and whatever, I think McDavid is kind of always looked at as that top guy. So this one was maybe a little bit of a surprise to me because I thought McDavid was probably going to get it. Just because, he's often viewed as the number one guy, the most outstanding player. But Matthews gets it this year to go along with his Hart Trophy. So a lot of love for Austin Matthews. And again, not surprising after, he scores 60 goals, which hasn't been done in 10 years. So Matthews takes home another major award there. Calder Trophy. Moritz Seider wins the Calder, Red Wings defenseman. Absolutely the right choice. He won this by a pretty significant margin. He got 170 first place votes. If you look at this voting here, Seider was the clear choice. 170 first place votes. Zegras got 15. Now, Zegras got 100 second-place votes. I think he was the clear number 2. But best rookie, definitely Seider. I mean, for Seider to come in and literally be a number 1 defenseman as, as a rookie, and not just be a number 1 D-man, but be a high-level number 1 defenseman on a team that still isn't all that good yet, just shows how ridiculously good Moritz Seider is. He had an insanely good season, and this is a guy that is going to win multiple Norris trophies in his NHL career as he develops, as the Red Wings get better and come out of their rebuild. Moritz Seider is going to be winning Norris trophies. He's already one of the top D-men, and he was certainly the best rookie and the best rookie D-man easily this year. And yeah, to me, that was a no-brainer, was Seider getting the Calder. Vezina Trophy, this was probably the biggest no-brainer, the most obvious one. Igor Shesterkin wins the Vezina. His save percentage this year, absolutely insane, and he absolutely ran away with this. Out of the 32 first-place votes available, Shesterkin got 29 of them, and obviously blew everybody else away. Jacob Markstrom finishes second, UC Saros third, Anderson fourth, Vasilevsky in fifth. But Shesterkin got 154 of the voting points. Markstrom was second with 53. So Shesterkin literally had 100 more points than anybody else, and he got all but 3 of the first place Vezina votes. So that was a very obvious one, and he ran away with that award. First All-Star team, obviously Matthews, 60-goal season, MVP. Marner, which I think is probably the most, controversial one maybe. Marner on first team All-Star. Right wing, Johnny Gaudreau gets the left spot. I mean, first 100-point season of his career. He had a monster season for the Flames. Makar and Josi, easily the 2 best defensemen in the league this year. Obviously your first team defense, and then Shesterkin, your Vezina winner in goal. Second All-Star team, McDavid, obviously with Matthews taking the top spot, McDavid gets the center spot on the second team. Matthew Tkachuk on the right side, he had a monster season for the Flames. Jonathan Huberdeau on the left side. Hedman and McAvoy, the next 2 in Norris voting, as your D. And then Jacob Markstrom finished second in Vezina voting, second team All-Star as far as goaltending goes. All rookie team, you've got Michael Bunting, Lucas Raymond, and Trevor Zegras up front. Alexander Carrier and Moritz Seider on the back end, and then Jeremy Swayman in goal. And these were the awards that were announced earlier in the postseason. Kyle Connor won the Lady Byng. King Clancy goes to PK Subban. Carey Price wins the Masterton. Patrice Bergeron gets his record-breaking 5th Selke Trophy, and Daryl Sutter won Coach of the Year, winning the Jack Adams. So those are your award winners for 2022. Obviously, all the regular season awards in the NHL this year. And again, I don't think there were any big standout surprises. Everything kind of went along with what I was expecting. I thought McDavid might still get the Ted Lindsay as most outstanding player. But again, Matthews with the 60-goal season, obviously turned a lot of heads this year and really kind of took his game to an even higher level. I mean, he's been a great goal scorer for a number of years now, but he took his game to an even higher elite level, and obviously had a monster season. It was a big reason why the Maple Leafs had the year that they did, and were as good of a team as they were in this regular season. So, all in all, again, I don't think anything really was a huge surprise, but those are your award winners, and I think everybody was very deserving. There were some good races, some good battles between guys for particular awards, but for some others, I think the choice was pretty obvious. And I don't really have any complaints, so to say, with guys who got those awards. So there's a recap of the 2022 NHL Awards. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, follow on social media. All those links are down in the description. If you'd like to further support the channel, links to our merchandise store, membership, and donation links are down in the description as well. Keep spreading the word about this channel. Let's keep this thing growing. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys soon.